Hey guys, Darkovika here, and I decided that one of the vlog videos I would do would be talking about this one period in my life where I had an extreme OCD tic problem. I don't know, it was never diagnosed, so I can't really call it OCD or anything, but it was basically an obsessive thing, an obsessive tic. Hi, Holly boy, come here. Holly. Holly boy. Yeah, come join the video. Yes, look at the pretty Holly. Look at the pretty Holly. Holly, come look at the camera. Holly boy. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna assume that you saw Holly as he approached me. Basically, you goofball. Early on in college, right after I graduated from high school, I had a period of time where I was absolutely obsessed with clocks and time and everything to do with making sure that I lived every minute to the best possible extent that I possibly could. I think it had something to do with the fact that I left high school and I severely missed the way high school felt versus college, because the first year or two of community college for me was actually really hard. It was just massively different. The way that the school felt was different. I mean, like, if you looked, everyone was a zombie. Everyone was dead and a zombie. All hopes and dreams had been crushed. It was like, you went from high school where people were like, I'm gonna be a doctor, I'm going to be a dancer, and then you went to like community college and everyone was like, I'll be lucky if I can get minimum wage, and it was just like, whoa. So a part of me just suddenly felt like I wasn't doing anything right and I wasn't spending my time the way that I needed to. So when I was with my friends, I was constantly looking at the clock because I knew that there was a time limit, and that was how I considered everything. There was a time limit to how much fun I could have before I had to go do something else. And then there was a time limit on that to enjoy that to the fullest before I had to go do something else. And it was really depressing and really hard on my body, because at night I would go to bed and all I would do is look at the clock. Like, if I go to sleep now, I'll get 8 hours of sleep. If I go to sleep now, I'll get 7 hours of sleep. If I go to sleep now, I'll get 6 hours of sleep. If I don't go to sleep in the next hour, I'm not gonna get any sleep. So a lot of that happened. So my insomnia, I think, was born around then. And I realized partway into it that my obsession with spending every single minute to the absolute fullest was actually ruining every experience that I had. And in fact, all I can remember from that period of time is my obsession with time. So obviously my memories were corrupted by the fact that I was so obsessed with clocks and just looking at the time constantly. So I realized in order to get over that obsession, I had to basically ignore it, which meant that literally 9 million alarms were born. I refused to look at the time. I would just set alarms for anything that I needed to do, and I was not allowed to look at my phone, or rather the clock, which was easier than I thought it would be, unless an alarm was going off. And that was the only reason that I was on time to like anything. I think I was late to my job a couple times because I was just like, I can't look at clocks. At night, I would lie in bed and I'd go, nope, you're not looking at that clock. It does not matter. You'll go to sleep when you go to sleep. And it was so hard and so painful at first because I was so used to being obsessed with time, and all of a sudden I just was refusing to feed into that need to constantly check the clock. And even now, if I'm not careful, if I can't check the clock before I go to bed. Like, I can't look at the time if I'm going to bed, because it will haunt me. I'll be like, I bet it's 12:40 right now. That means I only have like 6 hours of sleep. And the second that goes through my head, I'm not going to bed. It's not happening, because I start to panic. So it's still kind of there. I still have a habit of not looking at the time when I unlock my phone. I'll stare towards the bottom of the phone, and it's kind of a habit of mine now, which is probably for the best. Otherwise, I think it would resurface. So I've shared that with you guys. If any of you have any weird, like, things that bug you like that, post in the comment section below and you know, tell me how you deal with it. Like, how do you get around those obsessions and those things that may or may not hold you back? Do you find a way to live with them? Do they, you know, ruin your time with whatever you're doing in your life? Let me know in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!